Well, welcome everybody to the 56th annual Apple Blossom Festival Parade. And I'm here today with Emily Teller, and I'm Mary Forster. And we're here to kind of just shepherd through all of the 50-plus presenters today. So thank you for joining us. Emily, tell everybody about you.
Well, what I was first going to say is this is the most wonderful community event. I think along with the Strawberry Festival and the Apple Blossom Parade, it really makes people who live in Westford, whether they're newcomers or have been here for generations, feel like this is a really special town and a really place to be, and a sense of community, which I think is just so important. And I feel like Westford is a very special town. Sometimes I tell people that I live in Brigadoon, but I just feel like it's so unique, and I think it's because of the community feeling that's here.
And it's great, and it's evident here. This is the fourth year that the podcast Married to Real Estate is actually helping to MC the parade, and so Mary McCauley couldn't be with us today, so we have this wonderful Emily Teller with us today, and we get to see just the breadth of Westford walk in front of us, and some outside visitors too. We have some nice people from Chelmsford twirling batons. We have all kinds of fun people walking by us and celebrating this wonderful festival.
And it's a fundraiser for Kiwanis. It's called the Apple Blossom Festival Parade and Fireworks. And this year there's an inaugural car show that's coming up. But all the money that's generated goes to Kiwanis, and they do things like scholarships. And they support the Westford Firefighters Pipe and Drums. They do Cameron Senior Center programs and scholarships to the Apple Blossom Star people. This year there's a new award about that we'll be telling you about later. But the festival, I think they're called Fiesta, is the
yes,
name.
The Fiesta is actually the service company that puts on the rides, and
a portion of their sales goes to Kiwanis to fund these things. So there's a very busy 4 days or 5 days when they're here. The festival has been going on at the Abbott School for a few nights, and tonight is the last night, and I think it's there till 10 tonight.
Yes.
And then tomorrow there are rides and food and all kinds of fun things for family events.
And if you like fireworks, I believe they're at 9 o'clock. And so it should be a lot of fun. Kids really love this festival. They really, really enjoy it. And it's all volunteer run. So anybody who's helping you park, please, put a big smile on your face and thank them. And, there's just everything is to make a contribution to go back into the town. And that's really what it's all about.
I've ridden the Ferris wheel.
Have you?
Yes.
And survived.
Totally, and survived.
Very good.
It's a fun carnival. It's really fun.
Good. So we're here today because of Westford CAT, Westford Community Access Television, and they are broadcasting this for the community, and they are awesome. You'll see them in the parade too. We were making flowers yesterday in the CAT office and having some fun, so we'll see it there. And let's see, are there any big surprises this year?
Well, while you're thinking, let me put in a pitch. The Westford CAT now has an in-your-hand subscription that comes to your house, which is pretty wonderful, and they're continuing this with an annual subscription. But they had fabulous coverage about the Apple Blossom Parade in their Wednesday edition, which is dated May 14th. There's lots of good stuff in here.
Yes. So we're so appreciative and so neat that the CAT is now embracing putting out the news, because as you know, we relied on national news a long time, and national news has changed so much. It's more kind of entertainment, and people really kind of want more local information now. So we're going back to having an opportunity to do local news coverage.
Back to the future.
Back to the future.
And also, they want to become the newspaper of record in Westford, so they will be able to list the legal notices for the committee meetings and the hearings that are coming before the public for things happening in town. And they already have the police log, and I think there's some opinion pieces coming and lots of information about the schools and the calendar, and it's a real good resource for living here.
To that point, I was there the other day, and in walks one of the newest select board members,
Noelle,
to fold the newspaper. and she volunteered. We have volunteer opportunities at CAT. If you are interested, just reach out to the offices, and we'll be able to engage you. And that's what I'm doing now, too.
And I know on Tuesdays they really need people to put labels on the mailing.
Newspaper.
Yep. So Tuesdays is a good time to volunteer if you have some time.
It's terrific. Okay, I'm hearing drum beats in the background here. And I do, for the first time, I think, see the blue lights on the firemen, on the
Police cars?
car. Yeah, so maybe we'll see that, too. A good crowd, and we're all so grateful that the weather is holding out for everybody. And so it's a lot of fun.
It's cloudy, and it's cool, but it's good parade weather, I think.
Yes,
Perfect parade weather.
How do you like our hats this year? Aren't they beautiful?
We want it to be celebratory.
Okay. Well, what else do we need to tell everybody about before the begins?
Let's see. Well, the background, I can tell a little bit about the background of the Apple Blossom Parade. It started in, let me look at my notes here, because I have a lot of them. Trying to bone up for a new task for me. And it's on the other page, so here I come. It was started in 1935, May 19th, 1935, and it was the birth of the first Apple Blossom Parade in Massachusetts. That year, the Massachusetts Department of Agriculture, the State College, and County Extension Services also contributed. But it was made possible through the efforts of a small group of apple growers here in Westford. The governor of Massachusetts, James Curley, was in attendance. He addressed the crowd and crowned the Queen, which for many years was a huge part of the Apple Blossom Parade. The next year, in 1936, the festival idea was expanded to 38 towns comprising what they called the Neshoba Apple Belt. And 10 towns actively cooperated in celebrating, and each of them sent a princess as their representative to the royal court. And then the governor again showed his interest and crowned the Queen. And then in 1937 was the last year that Westford participated. So they had 3 good years. And the Queen that year was Portia Prescott, who was the 10th generation of Prescotts in this Neshoba Valley region. And then the governor was Governor Bradford, who participated. So that was on hold for a while. And the last year, as I said, that Westford was active. And then in 1968, the rebirth of the festival was realized. The festival was brought back by the efforts of Kiwanis and has been an annual event since that time, except for the 2 years during COVID. The main event of the 68 festival was a fish fry, and I think tickets were $1.25, as I remember. Yeah, and hundreds of pounds of fish were served to the public under a 40-foot by 100-foot tent erected at the Abbott School athletic field. So that part is still
and that's
there.
where the car show is going to be.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Excellent.
So it goes back quite a while.
And, you know, what's fascinating is, as Emily said, 2 years for COVID, the parade and the festival was not held. And then the next year, we all service organizations faced a real transition period, you know, where people, you know, people's lives were so upended, they didn't get back to what they were used to doing. And so the town, the Kiwanis last year, reached out to everybody in the town and said, we are not able to do this just by ourselves because of our diminished membership, which they've fixed, by the way, and they reached out to everybody. And so kudos to Bill Posricki, to Stephanie Ack, you know, to everybody who really kind of reached out to the town and said, come on, everybody, help us do this again. So, and I think we have a resurgence this year.
I think we do too. There are 52 organizations participating, and the energy is high, and we'll just see who comes down the road so you can see who's here.
Right. We have new awards this year. The car show is new rather than just the cars coming through the parade. There's this $10 car show that you can do on Sunday. And so it feels like it's a rebirth, you know?
It is.
Yeah, it's really a lot of fun. Okay, who's first? Tuesday versus
Emily? It looks to me like the Westford Police Department and Honor Guard. Our chief is, Mark Chambers. And my experience with the police department is I work at the polls, and the police are always at the polls. They carry the ballots back to town hall. And I also have started a Learn to Skate program for young students for ice skating, so that's a community connection there.
In Rotary, we have a really close working relationship with the Community Service Committee, and we do a whole lot of events with the with the police department. They are very, very engaged. Oh, here we go. Hang on to your hats here. Woohoo!
There's a color guard at the
Yes,
first.
color guard. Mm-hmm. Wow.
Must be an American flag, a Massachusetts flag, and a Westford police flag in the color guard. And then there's Welcome to the Apple Blossom Parade, brought
From the
to you by
Kiwanis.
Westford Kiwanis.
Yes, here we go. I don't know the people carrying the flag, but it's so wonderful. Welcome, Kiwanis. Welcome for this parade. And behind them, the Westford Academy Marching Band, and Bill Pazaricki and Linda Arpino are big corporate sponsors of it. They are both realtors here at Keller Williams, and we'll be having them in the parade after the band. And did you notice the twirlers are wearing purple this year?
Excellent.
Isn't that
Do you know
nice?
why?
Why?
I
School
don't know.
color?
Oh,
I don't know. It's not the school color. I don't think.
know. Very
It's
interesting.
this. Yes. Right. Okay.
The band is very large.
Have you ever been in a band?
Never. No.
Neither have I.
But I would love to be. I would play the Glockenspiel.
Oh, the
If I were in
glockenspiel.
the
Oh,
band, I
my
would play
goodness
the
gracious.
Glockenspiel.
I would have to play. Well, I wouldn't be able to carry the drums, but I would love to play
Well,
the
you'd have to
drums.
have a drum carrier next
Oh,
to
yeah,
you.
yeah.
So you
Oh,
could
yes,
just...
that's right. Exactly. Woohoo!
Thank you, Westford
Goes right
Academy.
through you, doesn't it?
I did find out a couple quick things about
Okay.
Westford Academy in my research. We are rated 19th in
And we
Massachusetts.
also had
and
the Blanchard and Stony Brook Middle School
yeah.
bands as part of this walking bands.
Oh, yes, the younger students.
And here we go.
We have a great
Look at
music
that.
program in Westford, and these rising musicians will go all the way up through the school, and some will participate in the theater program,
Aha.
too.
You know
Here
who's
is-
over there? Do you see that? That's Mark on the end carrying the banner
Oh,
for,
yes, as a
for the
Minuteman,
church.
Marco Layler.
Yeah. Hey,
First
good to
Parish
see you
Church
guys.
is celebrating
Oh, look at
300
you all.
years this year.
Beautiful.
They were founded
beautiful,
in
beautiful.
1725.
So tell us
before
about the
town.
church. You know so much about it.
They were founded in 1725 before the town. The town had to have a called minister in order to be recognized as a town. And we have a wonderful young woman minister, Reverend Becca. And there's a lot of outreach that goes there. The
There
Wish
is
Project
tremendous outreach. And
is-
I've been to so many events there for the town. Oh, look, it's the sheriff.
Yay, boy, do we know about the Sheriff's Department this
We
year?
do.
It was founded shortly after the church in I don't know what it was.
29 or something.
Yep,
Something like
1629.
that, yeah.
And the current sheriff, we have his name,
Kachunjin.
is,
Peter Kachunjin.
he received the 2023 Sheriff
Sheriff of the Year award.
I think so, yep.
Yeah, Sheriff of the
Kachunjin.
Year.
Yep.
It's amazing.
And they have a training facility in Chelmsford, and their administrative offices in Worcester.
There's a Candyman.
Up, here comes Jim Arciero. I can't believe I stumbled over that.
Yes, that's right. So our representative to
And
the
there's
House.
Uncle Sam walking.
Oh,
I don't know
Uncle
anything
Sam.
about him.
Yeah, Uncle Sam is a little shorter this year. Thank you very much. Thank you, thank you.
There's Noelle, one of our newest select board
There's
members
select
with her
board
daughter.
members. Great. And here's the Road and Bush
Layla.
Community Center. Oh,
And
look,
there
aren't they
is
beautiful?
Sean Kelly, another new
Yes,
select board
wonderful.
member.
Whoa. So the Road and
Okay.
Bush Center serves as the community center. They have some wonderful kids programs. They teach classes. They have a big festival in Halloween. I think they have a festival coming up now. And they do the farmers market in the summertime.
I think they're calling it the community market, which
Community
starts
market.
in July.
Excellent.
And they have 2 daycare programs, one at Frost and one at NAB. They do educational, recreational, and cultural activities. And they are a fully independent nonprofit. They used to be funded by the town at the beginning. And there's somebody has bubbles, which is
Yeah,
really
somebody has a
fun.
bubble
Oh,
machine.
fun.
Isn't that
And
great?
there is Andrea Perner-Sweet walking along, and Anita Tonerkin-Wen is with Jim. She is his staff director now in the Office of Transportation.
Lovely. I see some more colonial types.
We should have
floating
the
up
Minutemen
street.
coming up. I think
Yes,
that's who
they are the Minutemen, right? The Westford Minutemen?
You want to talk about them?
Oh, let's see. What can we say about the Westford Minutemen? I got them here, yes.
Okay.
Okay, started. They're bringing us 18th century heritage of Westford to the 21st century through local events such as educational programs, parades, and reenactments. Founded in 1967, the group has remained dedicated to preserving the revolutionary history of our community by recreating some of the activities of the Minute and Militia of 1775.
That got me right in
Through
my heart.
studying, retelling, and reenacting our history. I hope they're over. And we hope to see the spirit continue in our world today. And thank you so very much, militiamen. And actually, we have our own Nick Woodbury, who actually does a lot of reenacting, too.
Oh, nice.
He is a British soldier.
I didn't know
And he
that.
was in the Concord anniversary, 250th anniversary last month.
Well, we are celebrating the 250th anniversary of the shot heard round the world, 50 years younger than Westford. And I know Dan Lacroix, who is a Minuteman. He's holding the banner, and his wife used to be the director of the museum, Penny Lacroix. It's a great dedicated group, pipers, and drummers, and there's some women walking behind them, too. 5 women.
Yeah, they
Period
look like
costume.
they have the women's auxiliary.
Now, is this an otter?
It looks
Relay
like.
for Life.
So Relay for Life is the American Cancer Society fundraiser activity. It's an annual thing, and this is out of Westford Academy. And they actually...
This is Oak Montessori School.
Oh, that's Oakwood. Oh, yeah, so very good. So
Oak Meadow in
Oak
Littleton.
Meadow, yes,
They're right-
Montessori.
yeah.
Do you know them?
I know them. I visited for some reason. I think there was a speaker there, and they have international flags in their dining room up on the walls of
Oh,
all the
really?
countries of
For
the world.
students?
It's really
Oh,
cool.
very good.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is Oak Meadow also.
Yep.
And did we miss Relay?
I don't know. I didn't see anybody that had a relay anything on them.
Yes,
Did they
so
get
this is still
reordered?
Oak Meadow, the community of Oak Meadow.
Yep. Looks very happy and diverse and all ages. Little
Yes,
kids walking.
yes,
Older kids.
everybody. I love
Somebody's
these
holding
wagons.
his ears because of the Minutemen in front.
Look at that. Yeah, they scared the daylights out of me,
Me
for
too.
sure. It's kind of like, do you see me jump?
Yes, I
Yeah,
jumped too.
Yeah, I jump.
The TV camera saw it.
That's kind of like if there's an earthquake or something. So Enterprise Bank, I am so
Yay.
impressed by this bank. Every fundraiser I go to, it seems like they have a very strong presence. They were just taken over by Rockland Bank.
I didn't know that.
They're becoming something called Independent Bank. It's going to allow them to move into New Hampshire. Between the two banks, their value is $546 million. So there's quite a resource there available for local banking. It is a local bank.
I know
Enterprise Bank.
Cheryl Serpy is the vice president.
And Cheryl Serpy,
she's-
and then Michelle Clemens is coming in as the president of our Rotary too.
That's
So
exciting.
yeah, they're really committed to service. Sarah Duffy, people like that, people who we've been familiar with over the years, just really fantastic people. And who is this?
So many people give back. I think this could be the fireworks float. The Kiwanis fireworks
Oh,
float.
yes. Oh, yes.
Oh no,
Look at
this is still
that.
Enterprise Bank.
Oh yes, look at that.
It looks like there's.
The bank must be sponsoring the fireworks. Then is what that looks like.
Yes, maybe.
Very
I don't
nicely
know.
done.
Oh yes, cute.
Very,
Those
very
are sort of
nicely
like
done.
fireworks on the back, sort of.
Yes, exactly. I think we might have a robot coming eventually too. Who is this? This is
It looks like flames on the front and a devil on the top, and I
the
have no
devil
idea.
on the top. My goodness gracious.
And they. Oh, wait a minute. It could be. Oh, it could be the robotics team.
No, robotics is carrying something on a.
It's a robot. They
Yes, it's a robot.
basically, it was established in 2015, their rookie year, and teachers and parents helped them. They covered Littleton, Acton, Chelmsford, Westford, Boxborough. And from January to March, they do the design, the build, and they develop the robot, and then they go on to competitions.
Isn't
and they
that
did
fun?
very well this
Very,
year.
very well. Okay, here's Cub
Okay.
Scout Pack 100. I love
Okay.
these guys.
They are, Rotary is their sponsor, and they always want to be helpful. Girls and boys K through 5th grade.
And
they
they
meet
helped,
once a month.
They actually came to a meal packaging event we did. And they were just so wonderful. And can they come back? They kept saying, can we come back and do more meal packaging?
Nice to get.
They were wonderful, yes.
Philanthropy and early.
And early.
And then the Westford Sportsmans Club? Or is that another
I know,
pack
we have a
down there? I
pack.
think there's pack 95
Yeah, we have a
coming
pack
up.
first. And then...
I couldn't find out who their
here's the
sponsor
pack
was.
here.
Maybe it'll tell us on the flag.
There it is, pack 96.
This looks like a scout pulling a younger brother. Hard to say. More candies being thrown.
More candies.
Yes,
Yeah, they're
more
not supposed to
candy.
throw them anymore, and so they just are supposed to hand them to you.
Okay,
They just
Westford,
changed
Mass.
that. Okay, so here's Pack 96.
96. Okay.
They look very proud. The parents especially look
Yeah.
very proud, don't they?
Yeah, very, 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 very.
Yeah, and little
And there's
guys
some candy.
and girls.
Coming to the sides and handing them out.
Yes,
Very nice.
We could use some
Seedlings.
Seedlings, yes. Oh, this is the Sportsmans Club.
Oh, they have an actual
So
float.
this is a 200-acre Sportsman's Club on the border of Groton and Westford.
Founded in 1947.
Wow. And they have a big shooting range. That's a big part of what they do.
They help the Boy Scouts with their merit badges around.
Oh, for
There must
for
be
shooting?
a shooting one. Yeah.
Yes. And then they stock a trout pond, and I've seen that they've had different
Oh,
events.
they do have a
Yeah.
fishing derby.
They have a
I
fishing
remember
derby,
that.
yes. So they do that too. I love their
So they have
their
an
truck.
antler on the front of the car,
And
then
they have simulated animals in the back, Emily.
yes,
There we go,
simulated turkey
yes.
in full display.
And full display.
A bunny. It's very cute.
Come join us, they say. Family fun and community events. And here's
Awesome.
the young versions. Oh, yes, and the Cub Scouts here. Look at this.
They have fish and old-fashioned rifles and arrows and a
Yes.
fishing rod, and I couldn't see what's on the far side there.
Very nice.
Yeah,
It looks
they're
like a
happy.
bird of some sort. Oh, wow. It must be fun for them
And
to
there's some
march
Cub
in the
Scout
parade.
shirts on there too, so maybe they were already working on
Yep,
their
they're already
badges.
working on them.
That's fun.
So what?
The library is next. Oh, here's their summer reading program, Mad About Reading.
You know, every year these people do such a great parade entry, don't they?
They
were
have-
dinosaurs last year. I'm
They
pretty
have
sure.
so many kids who participate. Oh, here comes somebody who's the Queen of Hearts.
Look at. There's our friend Ellen.
Bubbles.
Ellen, hi.
Cards.
Hi there,
cards.
Ellen.
It's so fun, Mad. Oh, it's like the Mad Hatter.
Oh,
Alice in
yeah.
Wonderland. That's what it must be. Mad
Look at
About
this.
Reading.
I think it's great to have the balloon things going on.
I went to the new location, which is 515 Groton Road. I went a couple weeks ago, and I have to say I walked in, and it just felt like the same place, even though it was completely different. Warmly greeted, welcoming spaces. It's just fabulous. Up on the second floor, you have to take the elevator, but it's a wonderful space. They're
And
doing a great job for 2 years while
It'll
the
fit
renovation.
more than one person in the elevator.
Yes, I think maybe 6.
So
You
if
don't have to be claustrophobic. It's okay. It's all good.
Okay. And who is this riding here? Is she the star?
Oh, that's Ellen Hardy's Mercedes,
Oh,
and it could
Ellen,
be the star
hey.
recipient. I think it is.
Apple Blossom
And I have
Fest
her
2025.
way down later.
Yes. There's Ellen and her Mercedes. Isn't
Yep.
that beautiful?
And I think she takes her granddaughter with her, one of her
Yes,
granddaughters.
very, very nice.
So that's the star
Okay.
person, and
So
I
she
don't know
is
where
the
that
star.
Um,
Okay, and Good Pickin' Farm. So here we go.
oh,
Some
do I have a lot to
goats.
say about Good Pickin' Farm?
Good Pickin'
They should
Farm
walk
is an
slowly.
educational farm dedicated to getting people to being outdoors. You can tell they have a cow nearby.
Yep.
And
they have a school there, which I didn't know about. It's called the Schoolhouse. They have 8 students there now, and it's basically homeschooling, but with a focus on nature. And they are starting a horse therapy program. And their director, Sandra Hobby, told me that not only was it the Bobs, but that so wise women of Westford, such as Angela Harkness, Margaret Webb, helped it get started.
nice. Now, who's walked by already are the flowers.
To empower.
The flowers for power. And were you involved in the beginning of that?
I wasn't involved, but I know Elizabeth Almeida very well,
Oh,
and she was the
yes.
one who told me all about it. And it's amazing. They and I'm not going to have enough time to talk about this. Their mission is basically to use cut flowers as an enterprise to teach young women entrepreneurship, leadership, and philanthropy.
Okay, the suburbanettes are now coming through. Look at them
Oh.
do their thing. My goodness gracious.
They've been around for a long
1969
time.
they started.
Longer than my marriage.
Yes, and let's see. It is now Katrina Stephus is now the director of this learning center to learn.
They have a Chelmsford studio in Chelmsford.
Studios in Chelmsford.
And they have something called the Twirlmania International. They returned with 8 internationals and a first place championship.
Look who's going
last
by.
year. Westford Cat. Yay!
The Westford Cat van. My goodness, that's our parents, our people.
We wouldn't be here without them.
We wouldn't be here without them. That's exactly right.
Oh, Sarah Fletcher.
Uh-oh. See those when viewers, when you see those gorgeous paper flowers on this float, just know
so
that
this is the preamble for the float coming
that
up.
was the preamble. Okay.
Look
All right,
at this, handmade flowers.
Handmade. And I think there are some people behind us in the tech area that might have had to help put the skirts on.
Yes.
So
definitely. We have to thank our buddies in the back here.
that's right. Oh, there's Sarah.
Ryan, the two Nicks.
There's Sarah. My goodness.
Damon.
Oh, that's definitely Mom.
Oh, I think they're handing out
Lays, it looks like. That's right.
Lays.
Yes.
Go, Sarah.
Hey, Sarah. Happy float. And the
She
Westford
looks like
Cat
she's
is
having
just
fun. Look at those flowers. How did you make so many?
is integral
They're
to the
huge.
community. As Emily said, they're doing news now, but it is the place to go if you want to learn how to run a camera. If you want to have a podcast, I do a podcast there and have for 3 years. Oh, look who's here and giving us
so
the news.
much. Oh, Christy. Thank you.
Christy.
And I'm blanking out on her name.
Mary and Emily. Hi there.
Who's with Sarah?
Here's Sarah.
Who's with Sarah who does the marketing?
That's Julian.
Julian. Yeah,
Yes.
Julian Govan.
Doing a great job doing marketing.
Wow.
So they are rebirthing because, as you know, thank you, Christy.
Thank you. I guess we shall.
Okay,
Yay.
great.
Whoops.
Thank you. And because, as you know,
It'll be hard to go over the hats.
franchise
We'll have
fees
to put
are
'em on.
how they survive.
Oh, that's good. I like that. And this is Jen Dark Credit Union, maybe?
No.
Oh, I
This
don't
is
know.
the Westford Fire Department Color Guard.
Oh, yeah.
And the Westford Firefighters Pipe and Drums. Aren't they good?
Michael Dennehy is our fire
Yeah.
chief since January. He's been on the force since January 2001. There are 47 full-time staff, and they serve all who live, walk, and travel through Westford.
Now, this is
Look at
the
this
Kiwanis
Corvette.
Person of the Year, Angela Harkness.
Yep. And that Corvette,
Whoa,
what a cool
congratulations,
Corvette.
Angela.
Go, Angela.
Uh-huh.
She started out on school committee, I think, and then was a select board member for a long, long time. And then
now
she
a
was
moderator, right?
town moderator. Yep.
And this is Westford Youth Soccer. There's a lot of energy there.
Oh, yay!
Hey, everybody. I think it's as much a parent's activity as it is a kid's activity.
I do
don't
too.
You think? Yeah.
Yep. All volunteer, self-funded.
Yes. Oh my goodness, we're about
zipping
halfway
through
through.
here,
Do you
aren't
know
we?
that?
I know. It's amazing.
It is amazing.
Westford. Oh, this is a new group this year.
This
Westford
is the girls
flag football for Westford Academy.
Yeah, that's really good. I would love to see them play. Hey, welcome.
They look very,
Welcome
very
to the parade.
happy. Great. I love their homemade banner.
Yes,
it's very
I do
cool.
too.
And they have stuff they're handing out and footballs. They're tossing footballs to the crowd.
And hopefully
I
they're
hope they
getting
get them back. Great minds.
Yes, it goes. Oh my goodness.
Fun. There are
Good
more
job.
coming up.
Good job.
It's a good group.
I love it. Okay, so
The
now,
cars now. I think I could. The first one is a Mustang, so it must be Paul Barot. 65 and 66. There are 2 Mustangs. Then there are Thunderbirds.
Look at those Thunderbirds.
Rob, Michael, and Bryce Center.
Wow.
Those are beautiful turquoise.
Oh, and what did you hear? A 28 Model A two-door.
Oh,
Wait till he gets in front
Gail
of the camera.
Flannery.
Oh, wow.
Cool. Oh, there's the other Mustang. I had a friend in high school in 1966 who had a gold Mustang convertible. I was so jealous.
My goodness. And another, oh, isn't that beautiful?
Look at that.
1928. I wonder how much restoration they're allowed to do on them.
Enough to get it going.
Enough to get it going. Yes, exactly.
And there's another red Mustang.
My 66, it says on the license tag.
Nice. That's my year.
Is that your?
Graduation from high school.
Oh, lovely.
And here comes, oh wait, and there were, I guess that's it. So there were 3 Mustangs maybe. And
Yeah,
a few
so
more might show up, but I don't see
A few more
any
might show up. That's exactly right.
And then we have the Westford LGBTQIA plus Friends and Allies.
Wonderful
Wendy
organization.
Gloyd started this, and there is a support group that meets every week. The Boston Com reported that 9.1% of people identify as LGBTQIA in America, which is a 26% increase since 2016.
Yes. You know, when I worked at AARP, I was a diversity director in Washington, and we assessed that about 4% of our members in those days, it was 2008, were identified as homosexual or lesbian. So now we've come a long way in terms of various gender identifications, but that was 4%. That was significant of 40 million people. Aha.
So this is the local
senior center transportation.
Yep. You can call if you're over a certain age, and they will come pick you up and take you to doctor's appointments and things like that. They need some notice, but it's a wonderful
and here's
thing.
The senior center.
Go Cameron.
Yeah, go Cameron. They do amazing
so
things.
many projects.
Just amazing things. Is she coming to give us something?
I think so. Could
Is she
it be
going to give us an apple, maybe? Oh, that's so much better than candy.
Thank you so
very much. I appreciate it.
Thank you. We'll give it to her.
Thank you.
For the Apple Blossom Parade, we have squeezers.
Okay, good. So the senior center has a food distribution center. It's a wonderful
They have a clothing shop.
A clothing
Trudy's
shop.
Closet,
Yes, that's right. And here's Madeline Porter.
And they have a fitness center.
Good. Apple Blossom.
Oh, I had to do some research to find out about Madeline as the Kiwanis outstanding service person.
Wonderful, wonderful.
And I can tell you a little bit about her, but I don't know where I put it.
I feel like we're kind of out behind. Is that the preschool from St. Mark's that just is going by right now?
Could be. My children went to that
it looks
St.
like
Mark's
they might
preschool.
fit.
So Madeline won the Kiwanis Outstanding Service Award. She credits her parents and grandparents, and she's working on world hunger and addressing food insecurity. She hopes to make it her lifelong mission. She plans to study pre-law with a focus on international human rights at American University in Washington, D.C.
Wonderful, wonderful place to do it. That's great.
Yeah,
that's great. So when we have a little lull here before we see the Girl Scouts, the Westford Girl Scouts. I was at the CAT recently, and a young woman came in to record her silver presentation for the Girl Scouts.
Oh,
so that's an
nice.
example of what the CAT can do. If you need to actually pre-record things, just make an appointment and come in, see Ryan or Nick, and they will set you up so that you can actually record your presentation and before it gets submitted or before you have to practice it or present it.
And I think Kiwanis helps with silver, gold, and eagle projects.
Wonderful.
As well for the Scouts.
Wonderful. Very much with the Scouts.
Scout troops can be boys and girls. But we still have some Girl Scouts here.
And look at all those badges. Hi, girls.
Oh, yay. Vests. They have vests for their badges,
yes.
I think. Although some
and I believe they're going to Switzerland next year for some big kind of confab of
I did
Girl
hear
Scouts.
About that.
Yes. Yep. 26 sometime.
They're raising money for that, I think.
They're raising money for it. That's right.
Okay.
So so if you want to donate to the Girl Scouts of Westford, they are collecting resources now so that a few of them who might not be able to afford to go can go to their major international event next year.
So here is the Kessler Karate Academy. My next door neighbor's 6-year-old daughter goes there. And last year in the parade, she broke a block.
It's a family-owned school. They practice an Okinawan form of karate. They have students of all ages. So you can go. A friend of mine's daughter started and was avid, and my friend decided he was going to go do it too.
Nice.
Yeah,
for all ages.
Who are we looking at here?
I don't know. It could
They might be part of the karate.
I think it probably is. It's Okinawa. I know drums are really important in that culture.
It might be part of the karate.
Dressed up in black with red belts and a red top.
Lovely.
Now we have Westford
lacrosse. Oh my goodness.
There they have their sticks.
Hello.
They're very happy out there.
Whoa.
It's called
There's a lot of energy there.
It's called the fastest game on 2 feet.
Oh my goodness.
And they have a spring travel program for grades 1 through 8.
Magnificent.
And then there's Neshoba Youth Hockey. More sports coming. They do gather kids from Westford, Littleton, and Tingsboro.
So what's fascinating to me coming back to this area after so many years in D.C. is how amazing hockey is. And I was starting to see it around Northern Virginia, too. A lot of people were just kind of, you know, avid about hockey and kids.
Well, girls' teams were recently started in the 80s.
I have a cousin who just went to the international competition under 18 in Finland.
For women?
For girls under 18. She's
pretty
15
fabulous.
years old.
Wow.
Fascinating. Here's
Westford
the Historical
Museum.
Society.
Linda Green is the director.
Woohoo! Thank you.
They're fabulous. They have so many programs.
They have become so vibrant and part of the community, haven't they?
Yeah, they really have.
really
And they
have.
rent out their space if you need it. They were founded to study Westford history and to stimulate the collection and preservation of related manuscripts and artifacts to encourage research and disseminate historical information. They have a wonderful project this year. They had 5 capstone students who were interviewing the women who had been select board members. There have only been 12 in our history.
And these are the little swimmers, and we call them the
Goldfish,
Goldfish
Goldfish School.
And usually they're little ones running along in their
the
bathing
fish.
suits, but it's not that kind of a day.
No, not that kind of thing. My 2 grandchildren went there for a little while.
Oh, fun.
It's a local, and they have, what does this say? Play-based swim lessons.
Okay, and here's Live for
Sugar-free
Live.
water.
September 14th, 2025 is their big run race. And there's Jody. Hey, Jody! And there's indefatigable Jody Marchand.
She is incredible.
And so passionate about protecting women and having a safe place, a haven for women who are at risk of domestic violence. And they look so beautiful in their purple, don't they, Emily?
Yeah, they look fabulous.
Yes,
her daughter
Emily's
was a
favorite
victim of domestic violence.
Did I tell you about this guy?
I don't know anything about that. I do want to say you can register online for the Family Fun Run.
Yep.
Okay.
And it's a lot of fun. It's at the 4-H Center.
September 14th in the fall this year.
Yep. So
Tell me about this cow.
This is, I think, the Fiesta people, the Fiesta shows bring the cow through. It's actually a steer, I believe.
All right.
Now, this is what Mary and I had a conversation about one year. And we decided it was not a cow.
Okay.
And it's not from Kimball Farms.
I thought it was Kimball when I first saw it.
That is a cow. This is a steer.
We should say thank you to Fiesta Shows for all the hours for
Fiesta
setting up and
Shows.
for raising the money and giving some of it back to Westford.
Now, I'm trying to understand what our crusher is all about.
Nothing. I know nothing.
I know nothing.
Okay. But it's a green truck with crushing. It says on the side, dumpster crusher.
It looks like it might drive through like an area and
It's got spikes.
compress
on it.
things.
I don't know.
Okay, so is this martial arts?
Okay.
Oh, this is
The next thing is martial arts.
Yes, this
Now
looks
this is Taekwondo.
Oh, this is
It's
okay.
a different self-defense, kickboxing and weapons, and they do grown-ups and children. On May 31st, they're having a hit-a-thon where you can take turns doing something.
I see Taekwondo back here in white.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
And so we're getting losing some definition here.
What happened
But
to use
everybody's
baseball?
having a good time.
Okay.
Yeah.
This must be used baseball. Maybe they have baseball hats on.
Ah, maybe.
I think. And the good news about that is
Baseball
it's midweek
and softball.
games, no
Yes.
weekend stuff.
No weekends. Okay. So here they come. Here's the karate, and they're going to show for us.
Oh, here we go.
Whoa!
Kick.
Look at the little one there.
All ages, it looks like. Very tall teenagers, very short little ones. Kind of almost a toddler, but not quite. She was kicking.
There was a little one, the littlest thing. Oh, there she is, yes.
She was kicking too.
Yeah,
in
she
time.
did a great job. Whoa.
Here comes something with
Almost got a
gold.
board.
Oh,
Almost got a
this
board.
is Knights football and cheer.
And this is the Westford Academy football and cheer.
No, it's Knights, not Westford Academy. They serve Westford, Acton, Boxborough, Littleton, and bordering communities.
So sorry.
That's okay. No, it's great.
You know,
I had
I'll
to
have
look
to
'em
tell
up.
you who my source was on that.
Okay.
No, I believe you.
Oh.
Right.
Well,
This is
I
good.
went to their website.
Oh, good. You did a good job.
Oh,
this year,
somebody's
Emily
doing some
and I had a
cartwheels.
great time just looking up some of these things online because people make a big effort to come here. And it's really a wonderful opportunity to identify them as part of this parade.
And
so
they're
thank you, Emily.
making
You did a
the
great
event.
job so far.
Well, it's my first and probably only time, and so I just want to do some research and be competent.
Great job, yes. And so we have the town coming, right?
The Westford Highway Department, there was a wonderful thing that I printed out that I probably did not keep. They just had a fabulous thing read at the select board meeting.
Did they?
To say
in their
how,
honor?
Yep, in their honor. People, purpose, and presence. And Kyle Fox is the director of the DPW. They work so hard in our town. There are, where did I put it?
Beautiful equipment.
175 miles of roads in Westford that they take care of, plus the care of the common grounds all around except for the schools. The cemetery division.
Oh, yes, the cemetery
they
division.
do so much for us.
So I told Emily, I live off of Acton Road in Chelmsford. And when I drive down Acton Road, it goes from Chelmsford to Westford to Acton. And I can always tell in a snowstorm which part is Westford because it's always clear. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And here are the fire trucks.
Whoa!
Ambulance.
Westford Fire.
Then a fire truck.
Boy, they do
I thought
amazing
we were going to
work,
get the bucket one, but I don't think we have the bucket. We don't have the real big one. This is fire engine 3.
They have just the two.
But it's making enough noise. It's all good.
There's engine 3.
Oh, Public Works also includes engineering, highway, GIS, parks and grounds and cemetery, water enterprise, and stormwater enterprise.
Amazing.
That's a lot. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Westford Fire Department and Emergency Services.
So now it looks like the Apple Blossom Parade has come to an end, but in fact it hasn't ended. It's just moved down to Abbott, where all the fun is happening.
And at Rodenbush, they're actually judging the entries.
Oh, excellent. And
yes.
I know there's also a, Roots Roasters.
Yes, that's the
and
roasters.
They're open at Rodenbush. No, at the Millennium School. It's for 18 to 22-year-olds in transition. And Sharon came by and gave us this. She's a job coach. And they're serving coffee till 10:30.
Isn't that great?
It's 20 of 11. So they're done serving coffee.
Wow, that was a fast parade, wasn't
Really?
It just went so quickly.
It did go so fast.
I think
It
we
was
did
so
more
much
preparation
fun.
than happened, right?
Really, it was great. It was so much fun to be here. Thank you for letting me
Emily.
do this.
Thank you for our hats, which were her creation. Aren't they beautiful?
Betsy O'Keefe, I have to say.
Whoa. Yeah. So that concludes the 56th annual Apple Blossom Parade. And
Festival car show.
And we'll see you next year. Thanks. Bye.
Thank you. Come next year.